Yeah, Lawson, just how's practice been so far this week coming off of the loss on Saturday? What have you seen out there on the practice field?
I think so far it's been a really good week of practice. I think coming into this week we had a choice to make whether to dwell on this past weekend or look ahead and bounce back, and I think we've done a great job of that, and I love how our team's attacked the practice so far this week. And I thought we just had a great Tuesday. Got to go earn it on Wednesday now.
Lawson, Tennessee is top 5 in the country in total defense. Just about that unit, what sticks out to you about them and the way that they play?
Yeah, I think they do a great job of firing off the ball, resetting the line of scrimmage. They're really good at that and being real disruptive in the interior. So that's one thing we're preparing for, and we got to beat them with pad level.
How do you feel about night games and you guys finally being home, I think, in 35 days or so?
Yeah, it's great to be back home. The night game, like the atmosphere is electric. I mean, it's not the best waiting around all day in the hotel, but when you get out there, it's worth it. It gets the fans extra riled up.
Yeah, Kirby was saying that team leadership has maybe spoken up a little more over the past couple of days. Just what has that been like, and what's just the overall, I guess, vibe of the locker room of the practice field been since coming back from Oxford?
Yeah, our big thing now has just been we can't let Ole Miss beat us twice. They already beat us last week. If we sit on and dwell on it, we can't sit back on what happened already. We got to bounce back and move on from it.
Yeah, the last time Georgia and Tennessee played here was a pretty electric atmosphere. What do you remember about that game and the atmosphere and the impact the fans in the stadium had on that game that day?
Yeah, so last time I was there as a recruit, and it was just, I remember it was so loud. I remember when it was raining, like, I feel like the team got better, you know what I mean? I feel like it was so loud, it was electric. That was the best home atmosphere I've ever seen. So I thought it was amazing last time.
I know when you guys start out the season, the off season, you guys focus, on the everyday, but also you have goals of, getting to a playoff, winning championships. How do you feel like you guys are positioned now with 2 losses?
I mean, we're just focused on this week. We know we got to win this game. That's all we're focused on. We got to win this game.
Yeah, Lawson, Coach Smart was just in here talking about how this offensive line is grinding through, banged up, trying to practice through injury. Just what have you seen from that group this week, trying to, continue working while not being 100%?
Yeah, they're just tough. I mean, everyone is banged up this time of year, but, they're never tapping out. They're all practicing. None of them are in black jerseys. Everyone's just going at it every single day. And you never hear a peep from them. Like, you see them come out with different bumps and bruises and braces every day, but you never would know it just from the way they talk and the way they attack practice and their tone of intensity towards practice. So I respect them for that.
Anyone else for Lawson?
How do you feel about this offense's ability to protect Carson? Obviously Ole Miss had 5 sacks last week.
I have more faith in them than ever. I think we have the best unit in the country. That didn't show on Saturday, but I know what we're capable of, so I'm not worried about it at all.
How can you guys specifically in the tight end room kind of help with some of those efforts and pass protection and just being, higher scoring as a unit this week?
Yeah, obviously we have to be more explosive. We got to have more explosive plays, and then when we're in on pass protection, we just all got to be on the same page. I think that was some struggles on last Saturday. It wasn't more execution. It was more execution than just flat out potential and being able to do protection. It was just we weren't on the same page at times, and that's a fix that we can definitely make happen.
Do we have another for Lawson, or is he all good? All right, Lawson, thank you.
Thank you.